The Sunway Gooner incident. Hey, I know that I'm late to the party by like 2 months, okay, or so, but I don't care, okay? It's still an interesting thing to talk about. You know, when I first heard about this, I just thought this was complete bull, because there is no way that this happened. You know, it just makes no sense. Why would someone just go to a public library and just start gooning there? You know, like out in the open, like people can see you. But it turns out I was completely wrong because someone actually did record the whole thing in 4K. Well, it doesn't look like 4K, but I don't know. You know, in order to pull such a thing, you would need to have zero self-awareness, zero self-respect to yourself too. Like, let's just add that there, you know, to the checklist. You know, this got so bad that they forced him to issue a public apology. Like, holy shit. I'll just kill myself right then and there, banish myself to some remote island, never to be seen again in Malaysia. And it turns out his PR manager, you know, the guy in the silver vest, I like to assume that, you know, he's his PR manager because, you know, he's seen frequently with him, you know, all the time. So maybe I could be wrong. He's accused of some crazy things. Like, holy I don't even think I can talk about this on YouTube without, like, you know, eating a takedown notice. But this is wild. Like, what's going on at Sunway? You know, we need to get to the bottom of this. What is really going on in there? And I don't think this is as crazy as what happened at, like, UiTM. There was a full blown out KKK rally in that university. I know, it's mind-blowing. This was single-handedly so controversial, way controversial than, like, you know, the Sunway Gooning incident, that it attracted mainstream media attention, right? Like, can you imagine this? Can you imagine being blasted on the news, right? Especially when, like, you're a university, right? Because if you of your students decided, hey, it would be a great idea to, you know, cosplay as the KKK for like an assignment? Like, what assignment are you working on that it needs you to cosplay as one of the worst groups on earth? Like, what is that assignment? Why? You know, the idea wasn't that bad, right? But the execution was the worst part. Now, thanks to some whistleblowers, right, it turns out that these students were doing this on purpose. They just took it as an opportunity to show their true colors, right? They were like so into this. They were taking some next level photo shoots with like the costumes. They're just like feeling the costume. If that's like the right way to really put it. It actually went so downhill from here that, you know, one of the whistleblowers, I think, was not even allowed to leave their, you know, like in-campus residence because the uni just locked them up. Apparently it's a, you know, it's a crime to, you know, bring this to light, you know, shed light on, you know, how f***ed up some people can be. I gotta say though, like, these guys were really feeling that costume with all these like photo shoots and like kawaii poses, right? Like cute poses, whatever. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it, I guess. And yeah, see you in the next video.